252 million years ago, the world ended. Not with a bang, but with a burn. Beneath the crust of an ancient Earth, something monstrous stirred. It cracked the ground open, again and again, and from the heart of Siberia, lava didn't flow, it flooded. It swallowed forests, boiled rivers, and suffocated the sky. This wasn't just an eruption. It was the largest volcanic event in Earth's history. This was the Siberian Traps. And it nearly wiped the Earth clean. It started deep below the surface, where a massive plume of molten rock, called a superplume, rose from the Earth's mantle. Unlike a typical volcano that erupts briefly and cools down, this event lasted nearly 1 million years. When the plume hit the crust, it didn't form a single mountain. It fractured the land open, bled lava, and refused to stop. Over 7 million square kilometers of land were buried in molten basalt, an area larger than the continental United States. More than 4 million cubic kilometers of lava burst from the Earth. If you poured that lava over all of America, the entire country would vanish under a kilometer-thick slab of rock. They called this region the Traps, from the Swedish word trappa, meaning stairs, because the cooled lava formed step-like plateaus. But this wasn't some scenic rock formation. It was a stairway to extinction. As the lava spread, it ignited something even worse. Beneath Siberia lay massive deposits of coal, oil shale, and other ancient carbon-rich fuels. When lava touched them, they combusted like the Earth's own funeral pyre. Gigatons of greenhouse gases were unleashed. Carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur dioxide, halogens. These gases didn't just warm the planet, they cooked it alive. Carbon dioxide thickened the atmosphere, trapping heat. Methane supercharged it. Sulfur formed toxic aerosols that blocked sunlight, while halogens tore apart the ozone layer. The result? Chaos on a planetary scale. Temperatures skyrocketed. The equator became an oven. Ocean temperatures at the tropics soared above 104 degrees Fahrenheit. On land, rain turned acidic. Forests died, and with plants gone, everything that relied on them, herbivores, carnivores, scavengers, all began to collapse. The skies were filled with ash. Sulfur aerosols drifted around the globe, dimming sunlight for decades. But even that dimming couldn't offset the rising heat. Instead of stabilizing, Earth's climate entered a feedback loop of destruction. Oceans, which absorb carbon dioxide, became oversaturated. The excess carbon made the water more acidic. Coral reefs, already stressed by heat, crumbled. Shellfish couldn't form shells. Oxygen levels in the water plummeted. Stagnant dead zones spread across the seas. Whole ecosystems vanished in days. And then came the death. It's called the Great Dying, the deadliest mass extinction in Earth's history. It wiped out 96% of all marine life. Imagine entire classes of creatures, ammonites, trilobites, ancient corals, erased. On land, over 70% of vertebrate species were gone. Even insects, those hardy survivors of so many disasters, suffered enormous losses. Forests burned, soil ecosystems collapsed, microbes mutated or vanished entirely. It happened in less than 60,000 years, a geological blink. Faster than humans have been farming. Entire food chains fell apart. Apex predators lost their prey. Reptiles, synapsids, the ancestors of mammals, all suffered. The lucky ones went extinct quickly. The unlucky endured a slow, choking death in a world that no longer made sense. Sediment layers across the globe tell the story. Charcoal and soot from global wildfires. Mercury and nickel spikes from volcanic gas emissions. Sudden drops in carbon isotopes. Evidence of greenhouse gas overload. Fossilized plant spores show mutations from ultraviolet radiation, proof that the ozone layer had been destroyed. All signs point back to Siberia. The eruptions began just before the extinction, peaked during it, and kept burning long after. This wasn't a coincidence. It was the cause. Today we walk across those ancient lava fields. They're quiet, cold, lifeless. But below them, deep in Earth's mantle, a hot, dense mass still lingers. A ghost of the superplume that nearly ended life. And here's the terrifying truth. This wasn't a one-time event. Other massive volcanic provinces, like the Deccan Traps in India, also align with mass extinctions. The Deccan Traps began erupting around the same time as the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Coincidence? Maybe, but maybe not. Some scientists now believe that these massive eruptions weaken ecosystems so severely that even a secondary hit, like an asteroid, can finish the job. Mantle plumes still exist. They are slow, silent, patient. They rise under Hawaii, under Iceland, under Africa. We don't know when the next one will reach the crust, but it will. And if it finds fuel, coal, oil, gas, it could start the process all over again. Modern civilization depends on a stable climate, on reliable seasons, on oxygenated oceans. But the Siberian Traps show us how fragile that balance truly is. We've built cities, farms, economies, all on a system that can be broken by fire from below. We often fear nuclear war, asteroid impacts, or pandemics. But the greatest killer in Earth's history didn't come from space. It came from inside, from the very mantle we stand on. It took nothing but pressure, heat, and time, and it nearly erased everything. Some species survived, a few amphibians, some burrowing creatures, the ancestors of dinosaurs and mammals. Life clawed its way back, slowly, painfully. But the scars of that extinction still mark the Earth. And the warnings are there, written in rock. The Siberian Traps are not just a geological wonder. They are a message from deep time. The planet is powerful. It does not need an asteroid to end life. It has the tools buried within itself. So when we talk about climate change today, when we burn fossil fuels and heat the planet, we are walking a line Earth has crossed before. We are repeating a recipe with known consequences: a greenhouse Earth, acid rain, ocean death, ecosystem collapse. Only this time, the volcano is us. The day Earth was covered in lava isn't just a chapter in ancient history. It's a mirror, it's a warning. And it may not be over.